Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It is the Delivery Whiz. We're coming at you from Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes, that's right, Sin City, the Valley of Fire. It is Tuesday, May 21st, YouTube. We have a banger lined up for you today. Today we are doing 2 catering orders for DeliverThat. We have a stack. First stop is Stefano's Greek and Mediterranean Grill. It goes 0.8 of a mile after pickup. Base pay is $7.55 and the tip pool on average is $25. So $32.55, let's say, for 0.8 of a mile. I mean, how are you not going to take that? And then after that, it takes us to a restaurant close by called Big Chicken. And then that goes all the way back up by my house in the medical district there on Tenaya and Cheyenne. This first pickup is in Spring Valley on Fort Apache and Tropicana area. Yeah, I drove south a little bit out of my way that I usually don't like to, but the return trip is right basically in my backyard. So it's a round trip for probably $60 plus. We'll find out when we're finished. And then after that, yes, we are going to dare to try some DoorDash. We did not do anything yesterday on Monday. We took a day off after the frustration of last week, and the platinum tier on DoorDash is taking a toll on us. So I'm not sure what time I'm going to start the DoorDash at, because right now it is 10:14 a.m. and we're not sure if we're going to try some right after these catering orders during the lunch rush. Worst case scenario is that we will do the dinner rush. We will probably try to start up at around 4:30, 5 o'clock, let's say, and then try to do 2 or 3 hours on a Tuesday night dinner rush. Maybe it'll be okay, maybe it won't. But again, if we get consecutive bad offers, we're not going to continue. We'll do something else that'll make us some money. We're not going to play the DoorDash game of keep your fingers and toes crossed and pray that you're going to get a high-paying offer with this quote-unquote high platinum tier priority nonsense. Anyhow, we have arrived at Stefano's Greek and Mediterranean Grill. It is right around this pickup truck if they move. We have adjusted the camera for a different point of view. I had it on my passenger window and I didn't like it. Now I have it attached to my sunroof. So hopefully you'll appreciate the efforts that I put through to try to give a better quality video content. In the meantime, here we are, Stefano's Greek and Mediterranean Grill. Let's get it. All right, you see we have the catering equipment, the 2 DeliverThat bags and the wagon. If you don't have this stuff, I suggest you get it for these catering offers. Hopefully the food's ready. And we'll go in and find out. And here we have arrived. It was literally 3-minute drive, 0.8 of a mile. And you can see we're in a medical district or business district type of office setting. And this should be it right here. And let's get this food in there so we can get to our next pickup. As you see, we just dropped off catering order number 1 from Stefano's Greek and Mediterranean Grill, 0.8 of a mile to Anthem. And they are in the hospital industry or the medical industry, something like that. But it was a leave at the security desk, basically. You have to knock to get in, which the guy saw me coming in and opened the door for me, as you saw, and then just leave it at his desk and message the person that it's for, and they will come get it. A lot of times, not a lot of times, I feel like 30% of the time this happens where you just pick up the food, drop it a short distance, and don't even have to set up these catering orders. Now, I will say, be prepared to set up these catering orders because that is required of us to do that on the DeliverThat platform and Delivered. I don't know what the catering orders are like on DoorDash because I haven't gotten any yet. And from what I understand, there's catering orders on UberEats now. But I hardly turn on UberEats anymore. Although, if this nonsense with the Platinum tier Dash Reward continues to be nonsense, then I'll probably turn that on more than I ever had before, along with Grubhub. But anyhow, you see how easy these catering orders are. So if you're not signed up on these platforms, there's probably a wait list, but get signed up for them because eventually, if you get them and you get 2, is $60, $65, maybe even more, depends on if you get one that already has a gratuity built in. And yes, on DeliverThat, sometimes they get it straight from the restaurant and you get the gratuity for yourself. On Delivered, that is the case. All their orders, whatever the gratuity is, it's upfront and it's yours. And if you do 2 a day and it's $60 to $80 an average per day and your goal is 100, well, look at that. You don't have to deliver much food on the other platforms. Or if your goal is 150, you're more than halfway there in less than 2 hours. And if your goal is 200, well, you're a third of the way there-ish in less than 2 hours as well, because it's 10:36. So that took about 15, 20 minutes tops, and we had to wait 5 minutes for the food. Well, it was ready, but they were bagging it up and stuff, so we won't say that it wasn't ready. And by the time I finish this one, it'll be 11:15, 11:30. So that'll be an hour and a half. I mean, you can't beat that. You're not going to do that too often, delivering just DoorDash or Uber Eats. So take it from the Delivery Whiz. Get signed up on DeliverThat and Delivered. Get on the wait list, whatever it takes. Okay, we are on our way to Big Chicken. We're not supposed to be there till 10:55. It's 10:38, so we are going to be early. And we're probably not going to get the food for a little bit, so we're going to have to sit and wait until at least 10:55 before we walk in. Few extra minutes wait, big deal. We're right here. It's a nice stack for the day. And I suggest that you try to route these as well as possible if you're on the DeliverThat app. But sometimes you don't get 2. Sometimes you only get 1. It's pretty hard on that app. I'm not going to paint a pretty picture like you're just getting orders every day. You got to fight and scrap for whatever you get on that platform. And like I said, we're on our way to Big Chicken. The mileage on this one is 14.9 miles. So the base pay for this one is $13.50 plus probably $25. So it's going to be roughly $38.50 for this. Yes, we're waiting 15 minutes, but it does take us right back to Cheyenne and Tenaya, which I don't live but about a mile and a half from there or so. So we're home, and then we can see if we're going to do the lunch shift on DoorDash or not. Chances are I'll turn it on and see what happens for one order. If it doesn't go well, I'll probably quit until the dinner rush. And if it does go well, then, we'll keep going. So right now, Big Chicken, waiting because we're early. All right, after a 15-minute wait, we're finally ready to go inside and see if they have this food ready. Big Chicken. Says best wing deal in Vegas. Never tried it. It's so far away from my place, I probably never will. But if you guys are out this way, maybe give it a try. And finally, we have the food after a 31-minute delay. And that is one thing that you have to factor into these catering offers, is sometimes it's just not ready. Why it's not ready, I have no idea. It looked like they had 3-4 catering orders, but they did not even start this until I got here. It's supposed to be picked up at 10:55, and they don't get it ready till 11:26. I mean, that is just a little bit much. The good news is we're going to get a $10 add-on bonus for this. So we were at $38.50. It's going to go to $48.50. So it's not the end of the world, but still it puts you behind. Interesting side note, I picked up from Big Chicken once before, and I saw Shaquille O'Neal's picture in there. I just didn't read the sign. Apparently Big Chicken is owned by Shaquille O'Neal. Interesting tidbit. Let's get on the road and let's get this delivered. Alright, here we are pulling up to the Mountain View Medical Center Hospital area thing here on the corner of Cheyenne and Tenaya. Is in this building off to the left. I suspected that when I grabbed this order, and it is literally a mile and a half from where I live, so it's awesome to get a round trip like this on these apps. It really makes it better. Although, you know, the 30-minute wait was not that great. Oh, look at the White Sox hat. Then here, you just pull up, park over here to the left, turn on the hazards, and we'll take it in. Alright, and for this one, there's not much to set up. Some burgers or whatever in the boxes and the little bag. And this is where they said to put it. And we're all complete. And mission complete. Another successful catering order delivered. And real close to the house too. Then I can just work the zones that I like to for DoorDash. So we're off to our next adventure. I'm not sure what that is yet. I think I'm going to get some food because I am definitely starving. It is now 12:01 and I left my house at 9:45. No, sorry. I left my house at 9:50 and got to the first pickup at 10:15, right on time. That one was ready, dropped that off pretty fast. Then from there, scooted over to Big Chicken, was 15 minutes early, and then it was an extra half-hour wait on top of that, and then it was a 24-minute drive, and here we are. As you see from the screenshot, we got the $10 adjustment, so that paid $48.50, so not too bad. We're looking at roughly $80 for 2 jobs. We're just going to round up for 2 hours. Not too bad for a morning. And like I said, we're off to our next adventure, so let's get going. Yeah, see, it says pickup back there, and they got all these golf carts here. And then hopefully it's ready, not like the last one where we had to wait an extra 15-20 minutes and make a phone call, but there are quite a few people in line. All right, what we got today is a grill cover, and a scrub brush to scrub the grill with. They offered to help me put it in the car, and I said no thanks. So we'll just throw it in there, and we'll be on our way. Took an extra 10 minutes in there. I don't know, Lowe's is slow sometimes. It's mind-boggling, but what are you gonna do? All right, grill cover, grill brush, stick it back there. I rearranged. Now let's get out of here. All right, as you see, we already got the grill out, and we took it over and set it in front of the door. Now we're just going to get the cover and the brush, close up the EV, get this stuff over here. And one successful grill delivery. Okay, we drove all the way through Summerlin, and we did not get any orders, which I suspected. It said 2 to 7 minute wait, but all the hot spots were south of me, nothing coming north really. And so we didn't get any offers, so we didn't have to reject anything, and we didn't have to take anything crummy, so that's a win-win in my book. But for right now, it is 2:24. We're going to take a little break, and we'll fire back up the DoorDash around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and see what happens. And, you know, if nothing really happens, we had a pretty productive day on the other platforms, DeliverThat and Frayt. So I'm not too worried about what happens on DoorDash, except I would like to see some actual high-paying offers on the Platinum tier. We lost track of time. We never did the dinner DoorDash rush I was talking about after we did the Frayt delivery of the barbecue grill. We drove through the Summerlin zone. We didn't get an offer, if you remember. And then I got sidetracked with some other stuff I'm working on. And so here we are, 10:15, and we're going to try to do 1 to 3 DoorDash offers and see what happens. It is the Summerlin area, 95 in Lake Mead, and we hope we get something good. And rest assured, we got an offer the minute we turned on DoorDash and clicked Dash Now. I was trying to hightail it away from this area because it was showing the McDonald's across on the east side of 95 hot, and those offers are usually terrible. But we got saddled with this, so I hope you're sitting down and you're going to just have this one knock your socks off. 2 Wingstop deliveries, $6.75, 4.7 miles or 4.8, whatever it is. Wow. But, you know, I am doing 2 or 3 a day just to see what kind of offers we get and to keep pace for doing 100 a month, just in case I decide to keep the Platinum status. But, you know, it doesn't look good. Anyhow, as you saw, I was literally across the street from Wingstop that also helped me make up my mind to take it. A 30-second drive, and then the rest of the driving is to the destinations. So here we are, Wingstop, $6.75 for 4.8, let's call it. Well, there's some good news to this order. There is nobody in here, doesn't look busy, but we could be in good business here, or good standing to get in and out of here pretty quickly. And you see we just finished the Wingstop, 2 deliveries, $6.75. It really wasn't that bad. It was an extra 5-minute wait for the food. Wasn't expecting that. It was not busy, and yeah, so that was unfortunate. And as soon as we dropped that one off, we actually get a high-paying offer, $5.50, 1.6 miles from Sonic, and Sonic is right down the street, so we can pull right in there, hopefully grab it. The bad news is Sonic at this hour usually is just taking drive-through, so we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, here we are at Sonic, $5.50, 1.6 miles. And there we have the last order of the night, Sonic, $5.50, 1.6 miles. We got one mediocre offer, could have been a little bit better, but it wasn't too terrible for the distance. And then we got one halfway decent offer where we were right near Sonic, and it paid $5.50 for 1.5 miles or 1.6. And that'll do it for today. We got 3 deliveries, and that's the quota I'm trying to keep every day, at least to keep 100 per month, and the other ratings to keep the platinum tier. So all in all today, we did about $110 day in about, let's just say, 4 hours. We did the 2 catering jobs earlier, we did the Frayt job, and now we just did 3 DoorDash deliveries. That's all for today. Thank you for joining me. If you liked today's video, please leave a thumbs up, get us in the algorithm, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Should be in the next couple of days, and I did promise some no tip on the strip. We're going to follow through with that. And don't take the crummy garbage offers that these companies try to force on us. Even though you see the whiz doing them, I'm telling you, just don't do it.